Hey everybody, got another review for you. Today I am going to talk about the Grumman Goose G21A Redux 2 for Microsoft Flight Sim, and it is available on flightsim.to. It is put out by a user named OzWookie, and he put together a wonderful plane here with his crew, whoever they are. It's the first release from the Wookie's hangar. It's again the Grumman Goose G21A, and it's his description: a faithful and loving restoration and upgrade of the Oz X Grumman G21 Goose, which I guess was a project that had been abandoned, and he picked it up and brought it to this state. And this is a fun plane to fly. This is a real blast. The sounds are really nice. The engines sound big and fat, just like you would expect them to do. The gear and the floats, when they're operating, have really nice sounds. The cockpit is well done. It doesn't feel at all like I'm in any sort of a reuse of a cockpit, which is really nice. And I don't fault the users that put out planes that way. Sometimes you have to, and it gives us a chance to fly some neat planes. But this cockpit is really nicely laid out. I love the motion of the floats coming down and going up. The wake in the water, of course, is Microsoft's wake, and we all wish that was better. It's a heavy plane. It's a struggle to fly this thing. Really easy to overstress it. I crashed or destroyed it a couple of times descending too fast, so you really have to pay attention to that. Nice control of the manifold pressure and the RPM. Both very sensitive, and they respond really nice. All the controls respond nice. Like I said, it's a heavy plane to fly. You wouldn't even think something like this could fly. It's just so weird looking, but it does. And I'll put the gear up here, and you'll see the really nice animation on the gear and the floats. And the sounds in the cockpit are right there, really nice too. And you can hear it very well with all the other sounds. It's a fun plane to fly, like I said. It's one that's available with many different liveries. I happen to like this livery, the Goose. To me, it just seems like this would be the one that it had when it had really flown. So it just, I like the colors. It's a real good plane. It's fun to play with and fly. And it's one of the few planes that once I land, I actually just enjoy sitting in, because you can land in this nice watery areas, and this is out near San Francisco. I started the flight pointing myself towards the San Francisco Bay Area. And you find the right spot and land, New York Harbor, maybe I'll try that, and just land and just sit there and enjoy the scenery as you slowly float around and bounce around in the water. I haven't figured out if there's any sort of a rudder, a water rudder for this yet. And so it's kind of hard. It takes a lot of aileron and a lot of rudder to take off in this thing. But like I said, once I land, it's really just pure enjoyment. So worth checking out. Again, it is the Grumman Goose G21A Redux 2 by OzWookie, and it's available on flightsim.to. Thanks for watching.